the Young and the Restless spoilers. Full welcome back to the channel, besties. Today is a spectacularly unhinged day in the soap universe, and we are absolutely living for the chaos. Grab your iced coffees and strap in, because the drama we are about to unpack is going to permanently alter our brain chemistry. Let's get right into it. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing immediately. I am literally shaking, clutching my chest, and hyperventilating in the middle of running errands. I had to pull over my car to voice type this because my soul has actually left my body. Bestie, be for real right now. Did we just witness Jack Abbott, the patriarch of the Abbott family, the man who practically invented the tailored suit, the voice of reason, turn into a literal arsonist? I am genuinely unwell. We need to talk about this now, because my grip on reality is slipping, and this situation is now my entire personality. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of what just went down on our screens. Wait, backtrack for a second, I missed a step. My brain is buffering. Okay, so remember how Tracy Abbott's sweet, innocent, romance novelist Tracy decided to take one for the team and contact the absolute psychopath Martin Laurent? Which is honestly so unhinged on its own. I was mid-skincare when I realized Tracy was actually going to play the psychopath whisperer, and I smeared charcoal mask all over the rug. Tracy straight up marched into the danger zone, risking her actual life, and guess what? Martin actually spilled the tea. He gave the Abbott family the exact location of the house where Dr. Lawrence Markham has been hiding. Genuinely, Tracy deserves a medal, or at least a spa day, because she delivered the coordinates like a covert operative. Oh, hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but Jack's reaction to getting this information is where the absolute cinematic mayhem begins. You would think Jack would call Chief Paul Williams, right? Or literally any police officer in the state? No. Jack and Diane basically look at each other and decide, you know what? Arson. Arson is the vibe today. I am screaming into a pillow. They literally decide that the justice system is too slow, and the only logical response to Markham's reign of terror is to burn him alive in his little hideout. They are officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. But also, I am totally living for this villain arc. It is giving absolute chaotic desperation. And don't even get me started on the vibes between Jack and Diane right now. Diane has been through absolute psychological warfare. Dr. Markham kidnapped her, locked her in a padded cell, and let Patty Williams terrorize her to the brink of insanity. Diane's paranoia has been off the charts. She's been jumping at shadows, terrified that Markham is going to pop out of her walk-in closet with a syringe. So, when Jack says he wants to eliminate the threat permanently, Diane is straight up like, fetch the matches, honey. It is giving major Bonnie and Clyde energy. And honestly, I kind of get it. Like Markham is a sick, twisted monster who ruined their lives. But still, murder by fire? Bestie, that is a massive escalation. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. But real quick, can we just talk about Jack's aesthetic for this murder plot? I am completely sidetracked, but I need to know if Jack wore one of his expensive Italian suits to commit arson. Like, imagine the dry cleaning bill. Imagine the smell of premium unleaded gasoline clinging to a cashmere blend. The lighting in the scene was so dark, but I swear his lapels looked perfectly pressed. Did I say that yet? Ugh. My brain is mush. Moving on. But seriously, the visual of Jack Abbott carrying a red plastic gas can while looking like he just stepped off the cover of GQ is genuinely the most chaotic aesthetic choice of the century. Okay, snapping back to the tea. So, it is the dead of night. The cinematography in this scene was an absolute high-octane psychological masterpiece. The stakes are astronomical. Jack drives out to this remote, creepy house that Martin Laurent pointed out. The lighting is all moody and dark, with just the moonlight reflecting off Jack's deeply traumatized face. You can see the pure, unadulterated vengeance in his eyes. This isn't just about Diane anymore. This is about Patty Williams, the yacht, the blackmail, the kidnapping of Abby and Dominic, everything. Jack is carrying the weight of his entire family's trauma, and he is about to unleash it in the form of a massive, unstoppable inferno. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room when Jack started pouring the gasoline. He is just dousing the perimeter of this house like he's watering the hydrangeas at the Abbott mansion. It's so methodical, so terrifyingly calm. This is not a crime of passion. This is a calculated, premeditated execution. Jack Abbott is genuinely out here playing judge, jury, and executioner. And I am sitting here hyperventilating because I know the line he is crossing is one he can never, ever uncross. Once you burn a man alive, you can't just go back to sipping scotch at the Genoa City Athletic Club like nothing happened. The psychological damage is going to be permanent. And then, the moment that actually sent me into orbit, Jack strikes the match. The sound design here was insane. Just the sharp sizzle of the flame, a brief pause where time literally stands still, and then whoosh. The entire house goes up in a massive, roaring fireball. The flames are reflecting in Jack's eyes, and for a split second, he looks completely satisfied. He thinks he just ended the nightmare. He thinks Markham is going to turn to ash, and the Abbott family will finally be safe from this twisted doctor's sick games. I was physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this plot. Send help! My soul has actually left my body. But wait. Stop everything. Just when Jack is standing there, probably mentally drafting his alibi and thinking about how he's going to explain his smoky cologne to Kyle, the most blood-curdling, horrific sound pierces through the crackling of the fire. Screams. Someone is inside that house, and they are screaming in absolute, unimaginable agony. Besties, I stopped breathing. The sound was so raw and terrifying that my skin broke out in goosebumps. Jack's face instantly drops. The smug satisfaction completely vanishes, replaced by pure, unadulterated horror. He is standing there, watching the house burn, and the reality of what he has just done crashes down on him like a ton of bricks. The existential dread that is currently spiraling through my brain is too much to handle. Is it Markham inside that house? We all want to believe it's Markham, right? Because if it's Markham, then Jack just took out one of the most dangerous psychopaths in Genoa City history. But what if, and I am literally shaking just typing this, what if Martin Laurent lied? What if Martin, being the twisted, manipulative psychopath that he is, gave them the wrong address on purpose? What if Jack Abbott just set fire to an innocent person's house? I cannot even process the level of disaster we are looking at right now. I am calling it right now. The villain arc is about to go nuclear, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because there is no way this goes smoothly. Martin Laurent has a history of playing sick games. Why would he just hand over Markham's real location without a catch? He wouldn't. Martin probably sent Jack to a decoy house, or worse, a house where someone completely innocent is sleeping. Imagine the sheer catastrophic fallout if Jack Abbott just murdered a random civilian. The Abbott family legacy would be completely destroyed. Jack would go to prison for the rest of his life. Diane would completely lose her mind. It would be the end of everything. You can see the panic setting in on Jack's face as the screams continue. He takes a step forward, like he's actually contemplating running into a blazing inferno to save the person he just intentionally set on fire. Which is honestly so unhinged. You can't commit arson and then play the hero, Jack. Pick a lane. But the flames are too intense, the heat is pushing him back, and the screams. Oh my God, the screams are going to haunt my nightmares. This is a world-shattering saga, and I am not okay. I am clutching my chest because the gravity of Jack's actions is just too massive. He has crossed the point of no return, and he is dragging us all down into the ashes with him. I genuinely don't know how I am supposed to sleep tonight after witnessing this. My brain is visibly buffering from the sheer audacity of Jack and Diane thinking they could pull off a flawless murder by fire. They are so deep in the lore of their own trauma that their grip on reality has completely slipped. And now, someone is burning alive in the dark, and Jack is left standing in the ashes of his own morality, totally paralyzed by what he's done. Genuinely, this betrayal of his own character has personally attacked my soul. I need the next episode immediately, or I am going to spiral into a permanent existential crisis. Okay, my vocal cords are fried from screaming at my screen. I have to go hyperventilate into a paper bag now. Bye!